Welcome back, guys, for the third in our video series of games. This game I'm going to challenge you guys. I'm going to challenge you guys in this video to examine how we're, defending our opposition throws. They scored 3 goals off throw-ins in that last game we played. So buckle up for a nice ride. And again, I'm going to challenge you guys to defend as a team. Are you ready? Here we go. Alright guys, let's look at how we're going to defend offensive throws. If we're looking at a chalkboard right now, we can see it's on the throws on the offside line. We have our 3 fullbacks. The attackers are in red, of course. And we have our mid-center and mid-right. Now if we're looking at this initial setup, our mind would be okay. This makes sense. This makes sense. We have right back, goal side on our opponent. Our backs are behind, our backs are goal side, and we have some blues back. It may look like we're defending and very strong on defense. What I want to illustrate is a few concepts here. The first is goal side. So if we're looking at goal side, what we're going to see is here's the ball, and here are the players who are goal side. So this quickly illustrates for us we have 3 defenders goal side versus 5 attackers. So you can see right off the get-go we are outnumbered. I want us to keep that in our frame of reference. So in order to change this case scenario, in order to change this, start at our defense. Our defense, as we know, there's no offsides on throw-ins. This ball can easily be thrown here and the player can run onto it very simply. Okay, if we give space around here behind your defense, it's extremely dangerous. So what I'll be looking for here is we're going to come in. We're going to come into our box. Deep into our box. Deep into our box. And even on this, I want us to be looking at a second concept. Even on, is that I want us also splitting the field into half. We want to split this field into half. So when the ball is on this side of the field, we want the majority, if not all, of our players to be on this side of the field. So after we move our fullbacks into position, being goal side, being really tight, so they're not interested in defending or in receiving the ball and defending the attackers who are close to the ball. What we're interested in doing now is what I like to see is getting 6 behind the ball. So we have 6 players, our fullbacks and our mids are all behind the ball. And again, as you can see, we have 3. So what I'll be looking at here, our mid left or mid right, depending on where the throw is going to be goal side. Let them be ball side. Let them be ball side. So if they get the pass, it goes here. Likewise, this guy right here, what could happen, and I certainly wouldn't mind this, actually encourage it, is that our striker can come. Our striker can come. And so on this, which is, I look at defensive throws in the attacking third, is almost the same as a corner. It's almost the same as a corner. So our striker can come. Better to save a goal than let concede a goal. And I would look at this striker forming, going in the middle. So if we do win the ball, some of us win the ball, laying it off here, then we would have striker coming through for a potential pass as such. Back to defending. So our mid-center would be on this side. The ball's on this side. We're looking at being goal side. And again, our mid left would be back. As our initial setup would look like this. The fullbacks certainly forming a line, and then the mids looking at being more or less the first line of defense, which, depending on the position of the players, obviously would be varied. Want to make sure that our players are always goal side. Okay, there's the ball. So now it's a little better. It's a little better. Now we see 5 versus 6. Obviously, this dude right here can move in 6 versus 6. Right? This guy, depending where he goes, and I'm okay. I'm okay if striker follows. That's perfectly fine for me. Like I say, I look at this as this is like a corner, defensive throw. So it certainly makes sense for striker to come in and guard the back pass. And some teams, the team we played recently, that's how they set up their throws. So they don't mind throwing it back, a little tight jab back, and then to move it up. A key concept as well is that if they throw the ball, if the ball is thrown in here, and let's say this player beats a mid-right, please mid-right, just don't stay and watch all of this play happen. We're looking at you fighting to get the ball, fighting the pressure and fighting to get the ball. Our goal is that we want our backs to stay and defend our net. Our mids' responsibility, all three mids' responsibility, is to stop the ball getting to our defense. So then when they get the ball, then we start looking at transition. Alright guys, going to bring it from the chalkboard now to some live action. What we're going to catch up with right now is our opponents are taking an offensive throw in our defensive third. So we need to be on high alert. We're going to let this play at full speed, and then I'm going to break it down in slow-mo. Enjoy. And yeah guys, I guess when I say enjoy, I mean as much as you possibly can enjoy watching yourself getting scored on. Not a high enjoy moment for sure. Alright, now let's break this one down. As we can see, if we split the field in half, we can see we have four. We got 4 players, seem to be in good positioning. They have 2 blue in our screen. 4v2. Like the numbers, boys. So far, we're way on. Right now we can see our mid left. In this case, we certainly look like we're marking up number 10. Perfect. What we're seeing is right now our mid center, over shoulder look. There's somebody coming in on the side. I really want to draw attention to here, this fullback here. Notice this big gap, in the middle of these guys, and our right back, we can't see our right back at all. So right now our defense is stretched really wide, like we have the ball. We're not compact. This person is going to be the one who actually scores. Again, we're marking up one-on-one. Nice coverage here. We're goal side. I'm liking this. Okay, we can see right now mid-center, we've kind of lost our mark, and the player is sneaking in between. As we follow this a little closely, now look what has been created. We're creating a one-on-one in our back line here. And then our mid-center is coming to challenge the ball, leaving that one-on-one in the back end whenever this person was already challenging the ball. So we're having 2 people on the ball and leaving our back end free. So we have that one-on-one opportunity. And again, our defense really, really wide and lots of gaps. We can, in this case, we see our marked up here, our player coming back as well. Again, lots of space. Just drawing attention that one-on-one we're leaving. We're still leaving that one-on-one. Love that effort to block that shot. As we see here, our right back now is in his marking one-on-one. But you can see there's 4 players right now. 4 players battling for the ball in our own end. That leaves 1 defender right now in front of our net. Just 1 to defend their attack. And again, look at all this space for that 1 defender to defend. This is a pretty much impossible task for any defender. All right, let's freeze that again. We got a battle here. We got 3 people right here battling for the ball. Okay. We can see right, yes, we have a player running to get back into the play, which is great to see. And we can see that our right back, we're no longer goal side. The player has shaken our coverage. And again, what we're seeing is this is leaving 1 player to make a decision and defend. The ball comes to that 1 player. Now there's immediate pressure. Our left and right backs are unable to help out, unable to support the play, and it leaves our center back there, isolated. I want to draw attention to what we've talked about. Is that our left mid and right mid, sometimes we're just watching the play. Sometimes we just watch the play. And we need to get goal side. We need to get goal side if we don't have the ball. Just drawing attention, guys, that our right back and left back are not hustling back to get goal side. They're watching the play as well. Not being actively involved when the ball is in our net, in our end, in a very dangerous location. So then they end up with a breakaway. And our keeper does a great job coming out, getting low. It was just a good shot. So again, We can see a couple players again coming back, but again looking at the ball. And we're looking at the ball. We're watching the play happen. So we need to be involved in the play. I'm challenging you guys. When we're defending, when we don't have the ball in our own end, get those 6 players behind the ball. Get them behind the ball. They can't go through us. Let's watch the next goal, guys. In full speed. Yes, guys, watching the plays, how they set up, and watching them at full speed, it's a really good learning. It's a good learning to what we can take away from whenever they score against us, and how could we have played a little differently, and what we can take from that goal scored against us. So I'm going to slow this one down so we can get a better idea on some of the concepts, see them in action. So they're setting up for a throw here. As we can see, I really want to identify our fullbacks as we're getting into the line here. Our fullbacks, again, they're to the side. They're to the side of the field. They're not close to the box. We have one close to the box. And the other 2 are on the flank. Equally, our mids, they're not coming back. So what we have right here is a truckload of empty real estate right in front. And this is where we like to have the mids, in that box. If you look at this frame of reference here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 opponents and 4 of us. We can't see our other player. He's just moved into the shot right now. So 6 versus 4. We got to get back quick, guys, to guard those throws in our defending zone. Sorry. As you can see, we have lots of numbers here. They have lots of numbers against us. They're setting right now for a 2-on-1 in front of our net. And in this case, again, our mids are tending just to watch the play. Hoping for a turnover so they can quickly have a transition and score, which, yes, it's a great idea to have. However, first, before we have that transition, we need to win the ball. So at this point, I'm challenging you guys. It's not good enough to be waiting for your team to do the work. We need to rise to the occasion. Let's get goal side, be in front of them so they can't get the shot off. It's our goal as mids not to let the ball get to our defense. As you can see, our center back's doing a great job blocking that shot, keeping it away. Just drawing some attention here to another couple players. We're just watching the play. This is obviously a massive scoring opportunity for the other team. And yet we do have some players. I'm just going to watch. And here we can see we're not goal side. We're not goal side, guys. So if we can get goal side, it's going to make a real difference. And the last player that I highlighted, that's going to be the player who's going to score. We're not goal side, and so we can't block the shot. We can't step up. Just identifying, we still have just players watching. Now this is uncharacteristic as well. However, it's happening right now. And we can see the ball comes through, and because we're not goal side this player, they get the shot and they score. And I know, guys, I'm challenging you with a lot of these concepts here, but if we can remember to defend as a team, defend as a unit, it's going to make a world of difference, guys. The world of difference. Now, it's the same thing for midfield throws. You might be asking yourself, how do we do that? How do we do that, coach? Good question, guys. Like your answers. I'm going to tell you right now. Here we go. Okay, and you may ask, how does this differ between throws, defensive throws that are midfield throws? It really doesn't differ at all. I'm going to give you the layout of what I'm seeing, how we're defending our midfield throws. Is that we are getting ball side on midfield throws. Okay, we're marking up in the center. And usually our right mid or left mid, they're really on the flank. They're really on the side. So I just, again, want to illustrate a few points. Here we go. Again, let's cut the field in half. Okay, we know the ball is down. We know the ball is on the throw. So let's just illustrate. Oh, I can't do that. I gotta be down there, don't I? Now, what this does create for us is they throw the ball back here, perhaps. then this happens, then they're able to move up and attack. And then this creates, again, this is a 4-on-3. Great opportunities here for them to put a through ball and end up with a breakaway. There's a few times that happened during the game. So if we're looking at defending throws from the mid, it would look like this. Again, how many people do we want behind the ball? So we want 6. So we're at 6 people behind the ball, right? Now, depending, this is midfield, we can go here, which is fine. We could go there. Depending on how the team, now this team that we played, they were a strong team on throw-ins. So defending behind the ball, I'm not going to be anti that. That's fine. This is a midfield. We're playing with a small field, so I'm fine with that. Preference would be we don't need to defend that as tight, because the team's either going to try to throw the ball down the line to a player here, to a player there. That's 3 options. So if we take one option away, they're not going to throw the ball. They don't. If they throw the ball there, it's only going to be bumped back. So that's a safe throw. Really want to focus on our flanks here. We need to get back on defense. So if we're looking at this is fine here. This is also fine here. Preference would be, if you guys are going to defend, stopping that, filling in any holes. That works out really well. And again, our fullbacks, we're wanting to be tight. We want our mids to take the throws, our mids to defend. Likewise, this would be fine. Anything to that effect where we're guarding this side of the pitch. Because as you remember, this is where the ball is. This is where we want your majority of our players to be on this side. Alright guys, I want to move back to the chalkboard on a massively key concept. I've touched on it briefly. 6 players behind the ball when we don't have it. Transition soccer, we need to briefly talk about this. When we are attacking, when we lose the ball, let's give ourselves 3 intense seconds to get that ball back. If we don't get that ball back in 6 seconds, we need to have 6 players behind the ball. What I mean, 6 players, here's the ball, here's the net. Love my net drawing, don't you? I love it too, guys. Okay, and here's 6 players right in here. So it's very simple. Ball, 6 players behind the ball, or 6 players goal side the ball. If we lose the ball, can't get it back in 3 seconds, that's rock and roll. Okay guys, I just want to bring this back to the chalkboard. I don't have any game footage, as this video is getting a little long, but I do have a chalkboard footage that hopefully it's going to work the same way, just to illustrate what I'm looking for in terms of getting 6 behind the ball after we lose the ball in transition. Okay guys, here we go. Alright guys, I want to illustrate for you on transition. So at this point I'm going to illustrate here we were attacking. So we're looking at attacking with the ball and moving the ball. Oh, we lost the ball. Wow, that happens sometimes, guys. Don't worry, we'll get that ball back. So as soon as we lose the ball, what we need to be focused in on is get the ball back, number 1. Okay, so obviously mid left is going to try to get that ball back. Okay. Sometimes what happens if mid left gets bet, okay, mid left gets bet, we're just going to stay and watch. Okay. My expectation is if you ever get bet, just fight back. So if you lose the ball, if someone beats you, you just come back. Now in terms of attacking him, trying to win the ball back, we wouldn't look at you trying to run on this side. We look at you running on this side. So again, not on the outside, taking away the inside. Okay, we want to take away the inside. Essentially, you're going to try to fight to get goal side. Okay. Now that's, I guess, on the flanks. I think we have that concept down pretty decently for sure. Then we're also looking at where's the ball. Let's look at where the ball is. So we can see goal side right now. Now, if the teams like we played the last game, they attack with 5, if not 6, and they are a quick transition team. So as they're moving the ball, their players are all getting into shape in different spots, different channels of the field. So when we turn the ball over, and our first goal is the person that turned the ball over to attack, try to win the ball back. If they can't win the ball back, we're getting goal side of the ball. The other aspect is all of our mids have to run quickly, not to win the ball. They got to run quickly to get goal side these players. Now, I do mean all of our mids. What I am seeing is that our mids on the side, mid left, mid right, seem to almost just wait around, for example, for the play to happen and for them to receive the ball as such. Looking in terms of looking at transition, not defending. Okay, just moving into that space. So instead of just looking for your other teammates to do the work, let's look at mid left, mid right, our mids in the flank to also run back and get goal side. And remember again that if you're on this side of the field and the ball is way over here, you're not involved in the play. What we're looking at is having more people, especially when we don't have the ball, more people involved in the play. So yes, let's get goal side. So we're looking at 6 people being behind the ball. And then if you're looking at the players who are looking at transition, it wouldn't be our mids. It's going to be our strikers. So our strikers want to come as such. I mean, we know these guys are going to be, they might look like this on their attack. They're all coming in. But when we're defending, we defend narrow. So we make it a small field. When we're attacking, that's when we want to really open the field up. Okay, we open the field up. So it would look like this. So if we push the ball through, bang, bang, and we get a turnover, then we're quick looking at opening the field. Okay, opening the field. So then we can push the ball. But if we don't have the ball, we need to be tight. We need to be squeezed. It's going to make the world of difference, guys. World of difference. If we can defend as a unit, defending as a team, once we get the ball, then we look at transitioning. All right, guys. You guys suffer through that 22 minutes. Now I'm going to give you guys what you all probably really want to see. Our goals, guys. Let's celebrate some of this. The goals we got during the game. I'm going to let her fly, and we can celebrate as they play out. Solid game, guys, again. I know I'm talking a lot about the challenges and trying to push you guys to a higher level. I want to say I appreciate all your effort, guys. We started the season really strong. Let's keep on learning together. We're going to keep on improving, guys. All right. Enjoy these goals, boys. See, look at this nice throw there. Nice throw to space. Nice clean one touch here. Control. Passing again to space so he can run onto. Lovely, lovely move here. Watch this left foot strike. Nice to have a powerful strike that it makes the defenders duck and run and so they don't get hurt. Here's what I want to draw attention to. We got a nice one-on-one battle. And as we know, who wins? Who beats to the ball? Yes, beats to the ball. And watch this left foot again. So left foot strike and left foot finish. If we wanted to finish with our right foot on that, wouldn't have worked out very well. We had to finish on the left. Great finish, Carson. Nice strike, Noah. Excellent observation, Brent, to hit him in the open space. This is our second goal. I just want to illustrate. I brought it back a little bit because we're trying to do a line change at this moment. Ref is not letting us because our team was a little slow getting on. So ironically, this is going to pay off because we were going to shift, and I believe the player that ends up scoring was the player that was going to come off. So sometimes you just never know. If you don't get that shift in, it all works out at the end. We're going to slow this one down just because it's another beauty, boys. Watch this one-touch clearing ball that's up, away from the attackers. Great touch there, Cam. Excellent. Watch Lahai's lace pass. Lace pass that's on the ground. Very nice, Lahai. Kiefer's taking him on. I love this. Take on the defenders. Okay, you got shut down. Wonderful. Keep possession of the ball. Look to see where you can hit. Nice layoff. Okay, Noah's coming in with his right strike. Whoa, nice placement of that strike. Hey. Real sweet, boys. Real sweet. Goal number 2. Our next goal, I'm going to start with what happened again, just a little bit before the goal. We're pressuring their defense. It forces them to do something they probably didn't want to do. They kicked the ball out and gave us a corner kick. Right? We pressured the defense, made them uncomfortable, made them have to make a hard decision. They did something they didn't want to do. Well, watch what happens next. Hey, if you were at the game, you know exactly what happened next. Kiefer, awesome cross. Carson, great header. Very nice, boys. Now, of course, you know, boys, you guys want to watch this one in slow-mo. Here it comes. That sweet kick under the ball. Notice the placement, not towards keeper. Keeper close enough though. Keeper thinks he can get it. We're set. Makes keeper leave his net. Now we can have an excellent header. Okay, this is a far post header, guys. Wonderful, boys. Wonderful. Couldn't have wrote the storybook on that one any better, boys. Solid. And this is our final goal of the game. Coming up, this is after we just got scored on. So the intensities were jammed up, real big, guys. Now I don't know, because they just scored, that it gave the idea of Noah say, we got to get it back, okay? But I want to bring it back in slow-mo, the opportunity. First, we got to thank the ref for this one. Hits the ref's shoulder. Thanks, ref. Appreciate that. Now this is a bouncing ball. I don't know what's going on in Noah's head, but listen, bouncing ball means you can raise the ball very quickly. Bouncing ball, now we're going to see a left foot. Bouncing ball and left foot, just up and over. I always tell you guys, if you guys got the kick in range, take the kick in range. Okay, bouncing ball means you can easily get the ball up. And that's exactly what happened. Keeper off his line. Where does the ball go? Yeah, we were there, guys. Game tying goal. Wonderful, boys. So guys, that does it for this video. Okay, I appreciate you guys watching. Please answer the questions, guys. We're going to learn together and keep on advancing our game, and hopefully have a whole lot of fun this summer. Thanks a lot, boys, and see you at the pitch.